our first subject is monitoring consumer complaints, and I'll have Rick take it from there.
Thank you, Sean. So no matter what you do, there's always the potential as a supplement brand that you're going to have somebody who's not happy with a product or who calls or emails with a complaint. So let's do sort of an example of an email that might come into customer service. I'm going to ask Jay to be the consumer, and I'm going to ask John to play the customer service rep in this email exchange. Jay, take it away.
Sure. My name's John, and I recently ordered your pre-workout product, XX Extreme Pre. About an hour into my swole session, chest and arms, of course, I got nauseous and threw up. I would like to return the product for a less intense pre-workout product. I heard you have XX Extreme Pre. I think the triple X is too much for me.
And the next day, customer service responds by email. John, yeah, the XX Extreme Pre is very intense. I'm going to send you a return label and ship you our XX Extreme Pre right away. We appreciate your support and have a great day.
Well, right. I just heard the buzzer.
Flag on the play, Rick.
Well, what went wrong? What went wrong, folks? Well, what you have there embedded in our Swole Bros incredible workout session that resulted in his nausea and throwing up, we've got embedded in there what's called an adverse event. And that adverse event is defined under the dietary supplement laws as any health-related event that's associated with the use of a dietary supplement that is adverse, meaning it's not good. It's not what we wanted to happen. It's a negative event. Now, this particular complaint might not rise to the level of a serious adverse event, which John's going to talk about a little bit later. But it's important for your customer service team to be trained in how to deal with an adverse event when it comes in, because there's obligations in terms of record keeping and potentially in some cases to even report it to FDA. So what would a better response have been from our customer service rep? Well, how about something like this? Hi, John, we're sorry to hear that. Before we send you a return label and ship you the replacement product, we have a few questions for you. What is your full name? What is your mailing address? What's your phone number? What's the best email address to reach you at? What flavor of Triple Extreme Pre was it that you actually took? What was the batch and lot numbers for the product that you took? You can locate it on the bottom of our tub. How often have you taken the product before you were nauseous? How much of the product did you take? How many times did you throw up? Did you have any medications after you threw up? Did you contact a doctor? Did you go to the emergency room? All of those questions are what your customer service team needs to be trained in doing in dealing with an adverse event. When you get that information, let's say our swole brother gets back to you with the information you're seeking, what happens then? What do you do with that information? Well, turns out that it is an adverse event, but not a serious adverse event. And it's the company's responsibility to do stuff with that information. Namely, you got to retain copies of all those source documents for 6 years. The best practice would be to have a written standard operating procedure, a written SOP that sets forth exactly how your company is going to handle these adverse events as they come in. It should document the training that your customer service folks will undergo. It should designate a responsible person within your company to whom all the adverse documents get sent, and you should keep both a hard copy and a digital copy of that information, because if FDA ever comes and does an audit on your company, one of the things that they're going to ask for is that adverse event log. So that's an adverse event situation.
Okay, now what about a phone call?
Okay, Jay, why don't you be our swole brother now? Instead of an email, you're making a phone call.
All right. I guess we'll start with a ring ring.
John, you be our customer service rep.
Hey, good afternoon. Triple X Extreme Supplement Customer Service. How can I help you?
This is John. I took your triple extreme pre and my heart's racing. I'm going to see my doctor. I have baby aspirin with me. Should I take it?
Yes, take the baby aspirin. I've heard it helps prevent heart attacks.
Another flag on the play.
Yeah, I heard the buzzer go. So what went wrong there? Well, where did John get his medical degree? I'm not sure that he has one. And so John's probably not the person who should be giving medical advice about taking a baby aspirin. So in your SOPs, in the way that you train your customer service reps, you got to make sure that they understand not to be giving any kind of medical advice because they're not doctors and they have no medical training. There are third-party outfits and resources that will actually train your staff in the proper SOPs for adverse events and serious adverse events, and some that will even handle all of your adverse events and serious adverse event reporting for you by engaging them and retaining them on a monthly basis. That's a choice for you to make as to whether you want to outsource your obligations in terms of adverse events or handle them yourself.